Alright, so Wey Aye, hello and welcome to Geordieland 1892. It seems like it's been ages since I put a video up. It's a week ago since we played Everton. Work commitments have been quite intense, so I haven't really had a lot of time. Newcastle losing at Everton at Goodison Park. To me, they just looked fatigued. They looked physically fatigued. They looked mentally fatigued for me in that game. They did all right in the first half, but it was clear to see in the second half that the lads were tired. 4 games in 12 days, pretty much all away from home. I can understand that. We don't have the biggest depth in the squad at the moment, not like for like players, and we have had injuries. Who hasn't? But you know, Joe Linton, he was obviously he wasn't 100% fit. Alan Saint-Maximin came on later in that game. He wasn't 100% fit. You could see that. But our biggest problem against Everton is we had chances and we didn't take them. You know, I think this, the fact that we all expected Newcastle to get 3 points at Everton. I really thought that we would get 3 points there, at least a point. And you know, we could have leapfrogged, we could have went above Brighton, we could have went above Leicester City, and went into a glorious 12th. But it wasn't to be, and obviously we've just got to start from scratch. Now, Newcastle jetted off to the United Arabic Emirates, to Dubai for a warm weather training camp straight after that game. I'm quite happy that they did that, because the last time we did that, when we went to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, not only was it a great team bonding experience, and weaving the players together, it made a massive difference when they came back. And I think this has come at the right time for Newcastle United to go away again. Great facilities at the NUFC Sports Complex in Dubai. I think that they'll come back refreshed, new ideas. Eddie Howe and the coaching staff have been absolutely impeccable, amazing in the turnaround in Newcastle United's season. Newcastle United were helped massively by the funds that they have in the January transfer window, and you know, bringing in a bit of new blood, I think made a massive difference. The likes of Matt Targett and Dan Burn have been amazing, not to mention obviously Kieran Trippier. Now, it was very unfortunate that he was injured. He got injured quite quickly, but we've seen a massive difference. Chris Wood was brought in. The jury's still out for me on him. On previous videos, I have said give the lad a chance. You know, it does take time to come into a team, but he's, you know, he scored a fabulous goal against Southampton, and you know, he might be a journeyman. I don't know what the future holds for Chris Wood at Newcastle United, but the great news is that Kieran Trippier and Callum Wilson could be back in contention a lot sooner than we think, and we really do need them. And if we can have those two players back in the frame very, very soon, I think we've got absolutely nothing to worry about. Relegation is not an issue for us if we've got those two players back. Now, that's not to say that the players that have been in and been playing haven't played their part, because they have. They've a new unity in the team. The fact that players know what they're doing now under Eddie Howe, they know where to be, they know what the aim of the game is. It's just simple tactics. And prior to Eddie Howe, that wasn't the case. And I think they just really, absolutely didn't really want to play for the manager prior. I really don't. I think they hated, well, the lack of tactics. But like I say, this training camp that they've done, I really believe that when we come back to play Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is, I think, April the 3rd, I do believe that Newcastle United, with a decent rest, good training, I think they'll be back to get the meat between their teeth. Obviously, at the moment, Tottenham Hotspur have gone through a little bit of a resurgence through Antonio Conte, but who knows? Newcastle, after the way they played against Chelsea and we were robbed, who knows? You know, we could be looking at getting points there. You really don't know. And then at least after that, we've got some home games on the board. You know, we've got to play Leicester City. We've got to play Crystal Palace. So, you know, Wolves, I believe, as well. You know, home games. And with the almighty support that we have at St James's Park, it is a 12th man. It's 40 men, really, when they get going. So I do believe that Newcastle are not far away from securing their place in the Premier League. Now, of course, this break is a break in the sense for some, but other players have had to go on international duty. World Cup qualifiers. Now, Martin Dubravka was not present in Dubai because he's playing for his country. Fabian Schär also, and Bruno Guimaraes also on international duty. Chris Wood, the same. He had gone down to play for New Zealand. He did score 2 goals the other night, albeit against Fiji. No disrespect to Fiji, but you know, it doesn't really matter who you're scoring against. When you're scoring, I think it gives you a massive belt of confidence, and hopefully he'll bring that back when he's playing for Newcastle United. What will happen when Callum Wilson comes back? What will happen to Chris Wood? Well, I don't know. Maybe Eddie Howe has plans for that. I don't know. But it does seem that he could be a little bit of a bench warmer and coming on, you know, later in the game. I don't know. But against Everton, Chris Wood, for me, didn't look great. He didn't look great. He had chances. And, you know, it was poor. And he holding the ball up was poor. So I really don't know what's going to happen there. But it'll be great to start the next episode of the Premier League. And I think if we get another 3-4 points, I think we're going to be all right. I really do. I think we're going to be all right. So Newcastle United did play a friendly game in Dubai against Gulf United. Stephen Taylor, ex-Newcastle legend, he became the manager of Gulf United in January, I believe. Newcastle didn't play a full 90 minutes. They played 3 periods of 20 minutes because of the scorching heat. And I've worked down in the Gulf, and the heat down there is absolutely criminal at this time of year. So 3 periods of 20 minutes, you know, obviously they went down there to train, relax, and play a little bit of football, but we don't want to kill them. Newcastle won 5-0, and believe it or not, Dwight Gale getting 2 of them, and apparently Dwight Gale, in the scenes behind what's going on, backstage if you like, apparently has been an absolutely fantastic model professional, given lots and lots of confidence to the players, which is to be applauded. But he scored 2 goals. Alan Saint-Maximin managed to score 2, and Joe Linton got 1 as well. Now, when you think we've come a long, long way to where we were, let's say before Christmas, the Christmas period, I think the game against Manchester United changed a lot of things for us. Don't get me wrong, I think Eddie Howe is doing a marvellous job. He had a huge task in hand, and I think he's doing a great job. I really do. Him and his coaching staff, they've really turned this club round in this period, and we've just got to go out there and we've just got to really get it between our teeth. We've really got to go for it. And I honestly think, like a lot of people have said, are we going to go down under Eddie Howe? Will he keep us up? I don't think there's any shower of a doubt. I think he is going to keep us up, and we will march on in another Premier League season, and the summer will bring us some new players, and we'll get players that we need. We're allowed to spend quite a lot of money, so why not? I think one of the things that stopped us getting, let's say, exotic players in January's never a good time to buy players, but I think it was all the precarious situation that we were in at the time, and I think in a new campaign, I honestly think the world is our oyster. Newcastle will go from strength to strength, and I believe that next season will be a very good season for Newcastle. I'm not going to say that we're going to win things. I just think that we will have a much better idea. We'll have better staff in the team, and I think, honestly, I think we're gonna have a great season next season. I'm looking forward to it very, very much. I'm going to round off this video now, as there isn't loads to talk about at the minute. Obviously, Newcastle are pretty much on a break for a couple of weeks, really. I mean, a week's gone, but we'll be back in action, like I say, against Tottenham, and hopefully, we can get some points there. The quicker we get points, the safer we become, and it's and that's all I wished for this season, and hopefully we'll get it. I believe that I think we're safe now, actually. I hope I'm not jinxing anything or Jonah-ing anything there, but basically, Newcastle United, like I say, after the Saudi Arabian training camp, now they've gone to Dubai. I think they'll be back, and I think they'll be ready to go. And from me, Geordieland 1892, for the moment, that's all I've got to say. Remember to like, if you want to share this video, share it, and if you would like to subscribe, which I should really hope that you will, it helps the channel massively, it helps me massively. And from Geordieland 1892, all the best.